I am Lorna Courtney, and you're listening to The Art of Kindness.
Okay, that was awesome. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to The Art of Kindness, where we have compassionate conversations with artists from all areas of the entertainment industry who are using their voice to spread joy and make this big spinning planet in the universe a better place to be. I'm Robert Peterpaul, and I'm so glad you're here. Hello, friends. I'm coming to you today from the bustling Welcome to Times Square studio in the heart of, you guessed it, Ohio. No, just kidding. Obviously, we're in Times Square. My brain is freezing because I'm a goofball, but also because I am joined in the studio by the talented, glowing, and all-around lovely Lorna Courtney.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here, friend. Before we dive in, and I've kind of already been singing your praises probably too much already, but I have to say that besides the obvious reasons for admiring you, and your talent, I truly admire off stage how gracefully you seem to wear this title as a leader now in the business.
Ooh,
and
wow, a leader. Oh, thank you.
whether you know it or not, I'm grateful that the younger generation sort of has you to look up to.
Yes. I have led 2 shows now, and Juliet. I played Juliet, and I'm Veronica and Heather's, and I get to play this role every night. I have a show tonight.
Yes.
And I feel like there can be a lot of responsibility with like leading a show. You can't have a lot of weight on your shoulders, but for me, I sort of think of it as, well, be kind, right? Be kind to others. And we're all equal. We're all in this together, right? It takes every single person, each and every one of us to make this show happen.
Yeah.
No one is above the other, from the front of house, from, behind stage, every single person. So that's sort of my philosophy.
Yeah.
And that's how I take the weight off of my shoulders, I guess, so to speak. Because that's the beauty of theater. We're community.
Yeah, I love that so much. It's very High School Musical of you. We're all in this together. And we're here to talk about High School Musical as well.
Yes, we are. Very different type.
Very different. But before we get into that, I wonder, Lorna, as someone who I guess just received a compliment, but also gets a lot of acclaim, how are you at receiving compliments?
Oh, I like compliments, and I like giving compliments too.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I love your outfit. Love your smile.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. I love your smile. Also, I'm trying to channel Veronica with the blue.
I see that. I see that with the blue jeans too.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you so much. Just keep going. This is what we're here for.
Right. It's really just about compliments.
It's just about complimenting me. So when we talk about the art of kindness, it's how kind are you to me? No, I've heard you speak about kindness often, which is why I wanted to have you on here, besides admiring you as a performer. So to set some context for today, Lorna, what would you say is your definition of kindness, and how do you think it's changed over the years?
Well, it's kind of hard to define it in one way because we show it in many different ways, right? But I think doing well unto others, treating people with respect, giving love, receiving love, and also I think giving something without expecting anything in return. Yeah,
I love that. Sort of like no cost, just giving the benefit to somebody else.
Yes, being altruistic.
Yeah, and the joke is kind of that we actually do get something in return almost every time. It makes us feel really good, and it's not why you do it, but it's sort of a reason to do it as well.
Oh, theater is an exchange for sure.
Yeah. I think Kristen Chenoweth calls it an exchange of love. I don't know if she's like the OG person to quote, but she's a good person.
That.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and especially in this show, which I know is such a fandom, I've again heard you speak about kindness often, and it made me wonder, and looking at your journey and everything you've been through, and you're so vulnerable when you talk to people, which I really appreciate. Is there an act of kindness that you feel like changed your trajectory and got you to being here today?
Ooh, okay. One singular act of kindness.
I'm sure there's a lot.
It's so hard because I feel like there have been role models all throughout my life. Like my aunt has played a very significant role in my life, and she's the most kind person. She has the biggest heart.
Oh.
Very, very giving. And she's influenced me. Let's see.
Shout out
Teachers that
Auntie,
teachers that I grew up with that just like would give more than what's expected of their job, right? Like that they would give. And also, let's see, like I was a part of a lot of after school programs. And that's actually like how I got my start with performing and singing, like these free arts education after school programs, and the teachers in those programs, like Beacon after school program, Miss Here, or the Mama Foundation of the Arts, Noelle. They taught me a lot, and they like uplifted me and gave me so much more than what I expected or what I thought that I needed.
Yeah, I love that. And it seems like early on you got a lot of praise. I know you went to Japan, you had a lead role as a young child. And then I love how I don't love it. I'm sorry it happened to you, but I love that you talk about how you sort of lost your confidence for a little bit. And it makes me wonder in regards to kindness, because I think self-kindness is a big part of confidence and how you can walk into a room and just feel comfortable in your skin. Do you have any, I guess, tangible advice for listeners who maybe are struggling with confidence?
Yeah, I think self-love kind of goes hand in hand to that. I know for me, like as a singer, if my voice is feeling a certain type of way, then maybe that's why I will lose confidence. But if I'm feeling good, if I'm feeling healthy, if I'm doing all of the things that I do to take care of my body, to take care of my voice, then I feel better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel whole and complete, I guess. If I'm fueling myself with, okay, the self-love and self-care. And also this week I went and I visited my parents and my aunt, and that fueled me in a different way.
Yeah.
So I could just walk about life feeling complete. And I guess that's sort of confident.
Yeah,
feeling
I love
whole.
That
Yeah.
complete. That's really beautiful. Beautiful way to put it. It's sort of like completing and filling up your bucket.
Yeah,
And,
with all the different things. And, if that means like, after a show, I have to decompress and like, I need like alone time for a little bit, just me and my bubble bath and my TV show.
Yes. What's the TV show? What's like the TV show
well,
that
I
you go
watch
to?
like some really like bad
Is it
TV.
trashy? No, but that's
Yes,
the most
it
comforting.
is.
Because you're like,
It's
that's
like
not
90
me.
Day Fiance, okay? Because I can't think. I don't want to think after a show.
I get that.
Like, I just want to laugh,
Yeah.
I wanna
Do you
laugh.
watch Traders? That's like a big one in our house.
I
now.
need to watch Traders. I need to. Okay, that's
It's
the
good.
next one.
Yeah. Check out Traders. It'll definitely ground you in kind of a weird way. But I wonder, like, I also so admire your work ethic.
Oh, thank you.
Because I feel another compliment. Everybody take a shot. I feel like even when you were in school, it seems like you were auditioning on spring break. You were on Broadway, but you were also working at Equinox and taking classes. Where does that drive come from? And how do you kind of balance that crazy drive, which I know a lot of people in the Broadway community have, with exactly what you were just talking about, the downtime?
Ooh, well, I think, as humans, we're always trying to like better ourselves, right? And even if you like listen to the greats, whoever you think is great in this field, Meryl Streep, whomever,
Praise.
they always say, I'm continuously working on my craft, working on myself. There's no such thing as like great, like the best or great. You know what I mean? You can't, it's not measurable, which then, okay, gives me like, okay, well, if, people that have been studying this for years are saying they still haven't like perfected it, or they still haven't reached, I don't know, greatness or whatever you call it, then they're continuously in classes, or they're continuously working with coaches. They're continuously bettering themselves. That inspires me. That influences me. So just last week I finished an on-camera acting class for a week. I was doing an acting intensive, and I was also in the show.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's awesome. You're staying curious, which
staying
is
curious,
important.
and I think learning about things that, well, I think this acting class is a great way to also meet people like in the community that are like-minded, right? But doing things that
That was my water, everybody.
that was your water.
Yeah, hashtag smart water, not so smart.
But yeah, anything that may connect you with other people, and also you can learn something new. So volunteering, anything like that.
Yeah.
Being a part of a running club. I don't know.
Let's go jogging. I do want a podcast where like everyone's walking together. I think that would be super fun.
That
It's
would
like,
be nice.
start walking, and then we're walking, and like there's an
All you
interview.
hear is just
I know, literally sponsored by like heavy breathing. You know, I look at my grandma too, who, shout out to my nanny, is the most curious person, and it also helps you evolve with the times.
yes.
Because as we grow up, we kind of stick to whatever our generation's beliefs were. You're just sort of boxing yourself up, and you're not gonna, stay
Grow,
with the way the
yeah.
world's moving. So I love that you shared that. And, one big moment of growth for you to have a cheesy transition happen right down the street at Anne Juliet.
Yes.
And I feel like people will roar at me if I don't bring it up. So you've mentioned how Juliet really allowed you to find your voice and the self-confidence aspect that we were talking about early on. But with some time away from the role, what do you think is the biggest lesson that she taught you?
Well, I think it has to do with confidence. I think that it has to do with believing in myself, knowing that I can do it. I think a lot of the times we have self-doubt, and our mind is so powerful, right? So if we think that we can't do it, then we may physically, enable ourselves from doing things.
Me self-taping.
Yes,
No, I'm just not anymore.
like
Not anymore.
anything. I know, but I think it's a change of mindset, right? And that also goes hand in hand with confidence. This idea of confidence, because for myself, if I know that I'm doing all the things that I need to do, if I have like a list, then it helps me feel more confident than like if you're sending in a self-tape, okay, well, you gave it your best, you memorized, you did, all the things that you could do.
Yeah.
You feel good about it. So you feel confident, you feel better.
Yeah.
With Anne Juliet, I learned, I guess, the impact of the stage, right, on young people.
Yeah.
And it's such an honor, and I have it again with Heathers. Like, all these young teenagers and tweens are coming to the show, and they're dressed up like in hand sewn like costumes.
Yeah.
They spend so much time making bracelets, and I realize that I do have an impact, and I have to be really careful with what I put out there on social media, how I treat other people, my reputation, right? Because young people are looking up to me. So I want to influence them in a good way.
Yeah.
Right? I want to be a positive role model, a positive influence for them in a world where, there's a lot, especially with social media. Like, there's the sky's the limit. So hopefully we can spread some of the joy and positivity and, inspire them to do whatever makes them happy.
I appreciate you doing that. I wish more people with like a public following maybe had that philosophy, but to each their own. And like you said, we're at Heathers now. I mean, Heathers is such a community building show, which is funny because it's such a dark, twisted, hilarious, big fun show. But, I won't forget this. When we were there, we saw a couple people dressed up. And not only were they just having a good time and clearly there for maybe the 10th time, but they were showing people where the bathroom was.
Yeah.
They were helping people like get into line to buy merch. Like it was such a community. So have you sort of felt that from the fandom?
I have the fandom and also just the community, like with my castmates also. It's been really great. It's a lovely experience, and I love seeing people from Anne Juliet and from like the other shows that I've been in come and see Heathers, come and support. And yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, I love the show. I'm such a fan. I thought it was like the most fun,
Aw,
big fun. I
thank
guess I
you.
should keep
Yes,
saying.
big fun.
And yeah, you're on this high with Heathers now, and you went to two iconic schools. I feel like you went to the Fame High School, and then you went to UMich, which I have a ton of friends that went there, and then everyone's just sort of popping up on Broadway from that school now these days, rightfully so. And as you now kind of go back to school with Heathers, I wonder, how does your own schooling experience sort of inform your one on stage, going back to school every night?
Well, I think so. I loved LaGuardia High School. It was unlike any other high school experience, especially in New York, which is why Heathers is sort of foreign, because I was like, wait, what? Like, people do this in high? No, I knew it. But like in my high school, it wasn't one big community where everyone was there because they were a part of the arts in some aspects. So we were already connected, and it felt amazing.
Yeah.
And then going to college, well, high school prepared me for college because it was a pre-conservatory program.
Yeah.
I ended up going to getting a BFA, which is not conservatory, but there's a lot more credits within the arts than there are academic, but it still has the academic aspect.
Yeah.
And then again, I find a new community because there was only 23 of us in my graduating class. So we were very close knit. And if there's only like 20, each class, the whole program is not that large, which is also why I wanted to choose that school, because if I stayed in New York, then there are too many distractions in New York, and I'm already from New York. So I wanted to experience something different. See how people live elsewhere.
And like more of a little town.
Yeah.
I know you got it.
Oh my God, but don't call it a little town, because Ann Arbor is like a big city to them.
Is it? I've never been.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I'm so sorry.
It's a big city. Like, see, I thought it was a cute little town, but people there are like, no, like people that live within Michigan, Ann Arbor is like a big city for them.
Really? So is it more of like you go downtown kind of bar school?
It's a college town.
Like a house party vibe?
Oh, yeah. Like there's all of those things. Like, I honestly never even went to a football game. I was too scared because people would like jump off of like their frat houses. Like, it was
like Ram and Kurt
craziness.
flying in the air. Yeah,
Yes.
look at that. I mean, you're also, and we don't have to go too dark here. I want you to feel safe, but like you've been very open about your mental health struggles like in college. And in looking at the role of Veronica, I don't know, I just sort of see a lot of parallels with her relationship with JD and even the toxic relationship of the Heathers.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
There's lots of toxic relationships in there, and I've dealt with toxic relationships in the past. But it's a new me now, so now I know what to look for and what not to look for in my relationships.
That's good.
I'm
glad.
You live and you learn, and
Bless you. That's Alan, everybody. The head of the Broadway Podcast Network sneezing on the mic, which is a nice cameo.
Yes. I think specifically for Heathers, at least in the beginning of the run, I had a little bit of a hard time separating what Veronica was going through, like in the show, with Lorna, like in regular everyday life. So when I was talking to you about having a routine, I think it's really important because the stress is not good, right?
Oh no, we don't want that.
Stress is not good.
I got a stress ball in my bag if we need it.
Exactly. And so letting Veronica go, decompressing, doing whatever I have to do. And for this show in particular, it means giving myself an hour of alone time, like by myself in my bubble bath.
That's beautiful.
I find the things, or I found what works for me. And for everyone, it's different. Maybe some people need to talk to another person, and that actually, but me, no, at least not for that 1 hour.
You just need to sit and chill in the bubble bath. Do we have a bubble bath like flavor? Is there a certain smell?
Let's see. Well, I usually use Epsom salt, but now I'm using magnesium flakes.
Oh, no, that's good for you because there's like a magnesium deficiency in America. I've heard. Research says. Don't know the facts.
And that's also good. Magnesium is good for relaxing the muscles, relaxing. So if you're carrying that tension over to the next day, then it's not good. It's not good vocally. It's not good physically, right? So I really, it's very important to let go so that you can start anew. And that's what I do every single performance. No performance is the same. It's starting anew every single time.
I love that. Well, you kill it every performance, no matter what. I'm
thank you.
sure that's the same. But this actually leads perfectly into a little surprise game. It's called Grethers,
Oh, wow.
Grethers, and
Grethers.
Grethers. Yes. It's sponsored by your friends at Grethers Pastilles. And since their
love them.
lozenges are kind to voices, I'm going to ask you how kind you are to both your voice and yourself during a Broadway run in a little flash round.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So I'm going to throw a prompt and you quickly just tell me the act of kindness for yourself or for others that lifts you up. Like whatever pops into your head. Okay. And we'll have, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we'll have 2 minutes, maybe a little big fun timer. Alan, if we can get that going. If not, it doesn't matter. And then I'll just throw a prompt out there and we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see. I might not go fast, but we'll see.
Well, you know what? Shake the Grethers.
Shake the Grethers.
I had like 3 before we started. Good thing there's not really a lot of sugar in these because I would bounce through the ceiling. Okay, let's hit the timer. Pre-show self-kindness.
Oh, pre-show self-kindness. Oh, gosh.
I know the timer makes it hard to think. I'm so sorry.
Looking in the mirror and smiling.
Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. A dressing room kindness. Because your dressing room's like your mental health spa, right?
Oh,
Or
yes.
something.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. Dressing room kindness. Giving people's mic packs to them.
Oh, I love the specificity. Favorite kind act to do to your cast or the company?
Oh, favorite kind act. To the cast or company. Well, this is kind of hard. I think just overall being like positive and uplifting to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the opposite? What's your favorite to receive? Favorite kind of kindness from
From the cast?
the cast, yeah.
To receive?
Or the crew.
When it's a hard day, like I think a compliment
Oh.
goes a long way.
Yeah, I agree. They're powerful. Backstage snacks that brings you joy besides corn nuts, I guess.
Peanut butter.
Peanut
Anything with peanut butter.
There's a honey peanut butter that Justin's has. I'll show you it later. Okay.
So good.
When you feel like a dead girl walking on a 2-show day. I'm so sorry. I am a corn nut. Okay.
Oh, the act of kindness
Yeah.
to anyone?
That lifts you up when
that lifts me
when
up?
you're feeling dead.
Oh, okay. Meditation. Meditation or some sort of like deep belly breathing and yeah.
Oh, what about when your voice is whispering, I'm damaged, or it's just like feels tired vocally?
Okay. I think that plus does warming up count? Like,
Yeah, that
it's
counts.
oh, okay.
We talked about winding down after a show. Okay, so you post show kindness like on your day off. So when you're off.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. I love
Doing
it. Okay.
nothing.
Favorite Halloween candy. This is so random.
Oh my gosh. I don't like candy.
Well, you said that right within the 2-minute time frame. Woo!
Okay.
So you win. You win. This is like a limited edition Grethers pin. And it's blue
thank
for Veronica.
you. I
Yeah.
love it.
I don't know if it's a limited edition, but that feels more fun to say.
The ginger lemon. It's strong. I like it though. I love ginger.
I'm glad. Ginger's great. And there you have it. Thank you for playing Grethers, and Grethers. You win. In regards to sort of like overall, I guess, what you want folks to take away from Heathers, you so beautifully said, I would say kindness. A little goes a long way, and you never know how much it will affect someone's life. So I would just say being kind and spreading love.
I said that?
You said that, not to quote you
that's
to you.
perfect for this podcast.
It is. That's why I was like, okay, Lorna, get in this seat.
That's so funny. Yes. No, I believe that. Is it okay if I tell you a story?
Oh, please.
Okay.
Always.
So in Anne Juliet, there was this one lady who saw the show, who wanted to see the show. She met Mel, who played a nurse at the
she was
bar
on the
after the
pod,
show,
yeah.
like around the theater. And she said, I really wanted to come see the show. Mel helped her get a ticket to see the show. She said after seeing the show, she had cancer. And before seeing the show, she didn't know she didn't want to fight it. But after seeing the show, I guess we all had an impact. And she realized that she is a fighter because she has the eye of the tiger.
Yes.
And it was in that moment when Mel like told me that, broke down in tears, crying, because you realize the words that you're saying the meaning like in these shows that you're in is really powerful, and it can change and impact people.
Yeah.
So like showing up, of course, and like giving the best that you can so that you can reach someone in the audience, and maybe, you know, they learn from Heather's to that to be extra kind to people, or else they'll turn into a Heather.
It's so true. I really appreciate you sharing that story. My mom's actually undergoing treatment for cancer right now.
Really?
And
Oh, wow.
for the second time. She's such a strong lady. And it's like the TV shows, she loves seeing Broadway shows. Those things kind of reinvigorate her. She's had moments where she's like, I can't keep doing this.
Right, because it's hard. It takes a lot out of you,
Yeah.
mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. And I'm sure you are a great support system for your mom. I know that she's lucky to have you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Caregiving is no joke. As
No joke.
Mel knows in Juliet the show.
Yes.
Other people listening might know. So
Yes.
I really appreciate you saying that. And I think it's such a beautiful story. You know, as you said, the cast and crew of this show, I think you said it was just built with so much love. So do any acts of kindness stand out to you from like the rehearsal process, or now that you're in the
Oh,
Broadway
there's so
run?
many acts of kindness. Cynthia Erivo saw the show, surprised us. Ben Davis knows her and like surprised us. And then the next day sent like a basket of goodies to us and like spoke to us. That had an impact on me because I look up to her so much.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Everyone like on our creative team, they've shown us so much love and given us like, I feel like half of our rehearsal process was just like giving us advice and like showing us videos of past cast members, like just sending love to us.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, that was like half of our rehearsal process. So we're like, are we gonna get to rehearse? But it also feels so good knowing that like this is like, you know, we're a part of this bigger family, this big family. And that in of itself is, kindness.
Yeah.
So.
I kind of wish more rehearsal rooms led with that.
Yeah.
You know, we all come in on the first day, everyone's a little nervous. Or if you workshop a show, it's like 3 days and you're sort of like, who am I going to eat lunch with?
Oh, Andy made sure it was every single day. He had a new video for us. Oh. And we sat down, like before we even got to rehearsing, we all sat down and had a moment of togetherness and kindness before rehearsing, which is important because like this show has different aspects of it, and there's not a lot of there are moments in the show that are not kind. So making sure that outside of the show we're building a really strong foundation of kindness, of like just togetherness and love, and that family aspect was really important and is important.
That's awesome. And the show shows a lot of the lack of kindness, which I think you kind of need the lack to show the thing. Like the
exactly
thing can't exist
at the
without
end,
the
right?
And so to me, it's like such a show about the community coming together, and you have this beautiful moment at the end. And yeah, I just can't recommend it enough. Everybody run, don't walk to see Heather's. And as we kind of move on a little bit, it's time for another surprise game.
Another one?
I know, I'm so sorry. It's called the compliment game because
okay.
you didn't get enough already. And
okay.
basically, I'm going to read you a compliment from someone that you know, someone in your life that I secretly covert got. And then you just have to guess who said it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. You can ask me yes or no questions. I don't really know anything. I'll try and there's a hint built in here, so I'll read the first half and I'll say the second. Okay.
Everyone's beautiful in their own way. It's the compliment game on the AOK. It's the compliment game.
Bump. Yeah, I'm going to re-record that. Okay, so here is your compliment. Thank you so much. The first time I sat in a theater and watched Lorna in And Juliet, the entire time my mind was racing to how amazing she would be to work with. It became my mission. Meeting her and then working with her blew every expectation I ever had, just like the cab honking, out the window. Is she that friggin' talented? Yes. Is she that friggin' nice on and off stage? Yes. I would work with her on anything, anytime, anywhere.
Betsy Wolfe.
No, but I did.
What?
I almost asked Betsy because she's.
Oh my gosh, the way that you said "frickin'."
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like she's so playful. Okay, let me see.
She was gonna be my second, actually, if this person didn't come through. I have more if you need it, but
Oh my gosh. Okay, if it's not Betsy, then who else can it be? Is it someone in the cast?
Of Anne Juliet?
Yeah.
No.
Are they on the creative team?
Not of Anne Juliet.
Oh, not of Anne Juliet.
Nope.
Oh.
They just saw you in it, and they immediately wanted to work with you.
Oh, Andy Fickman.
Yes.
Yes.
I gotta read the.
I'm sorry I didn't get that first, Andy.
No, well, you were just talking about Andy and how great he was.
Yes.
And this was the end of his quote. I just want to read it to you.
See, I knew it was someone playful. I was like,
Yeah.
I knew it was someone playful.
Andy be faking. He be faking. So I don't know what that
Yes.
means. He also said the actual moment I knew I would be in her life forever was when my daughter came to rehearsals, and after a long, tiring day of work, Lorna took my 6-year-old's hand and became her best friend as they walked all the way back to our apartment side by side.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to find yourself a Lorna, run, don't walk, she is magical.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
What have you learned from Andy about kind leadership? You sort of gave an example earlier, but I wonder if there's anything else you've picked up on.
Yeah, no, I think it's very important. I mean, Andy has been nothing but kind to us. I mean, he's given us so many gifts that we didn't even expect. Like the first day he was like, "All right, here's some Heather's swag." And then just like, he's just such a great leader, and he set the precedent, right? So everyone else in the room has to be like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like I said before, starting our rehearsals with acts of kindness, with showing, with asking past cast members, like to send a little video to us and just, give us some tips or give us like, you know, most of them congratulated or gave advice and things like that. It really connected us all together, and I think that's the most that you can ask for, like in great leadership.
Yeah. Oh, I love the way you put that. Well, I guess speaking of great leadership, I said this to you earlier, but from Anne Juliet to Heather's, you are sort of the number one on the call sheet. You're sort of the leader. I mean, Heather's is more ensemble, but you're at the core of it. How do you approach being a leader yourself? Is that something you think about?
Oh, well, I think I sort of answered that before by not putting the pressure on my shoulders.
Yes,
right?
you did say that.
And like kindness is always first. Respect, that goes hand in hand, treating people well. But also thinking about this as a team sport. It's like it's a community thing, right? No one is above anyone else. Everyone's opinion matters. Everyone's voice is equal. Everyone matters. So that's my philosophy.
That is her philosophy. I wonder, Heather's is amazing. It'll never stop. But as you leave something like that, or even just take Anne Juliet, you performed on the Jimmy Fallon show. You had a Tony nomination. I mean, how are you, I guess, not only kind to yourself, but how do you navigate coming down from these highs? Because these are big highs for a human.
Yeah, and I think,
it.
I didn't expect any of that too.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. And I was like, no one can really prepare you for it.
Yeah.
So I've learned a lot, and I've learned how to say no to certain things too. I think you have to be kind to yourself and know that you can't be multiple places at the same time. If you have 8 shows a week, you know your body. And I learned how to be less of a people pleaser and say no more, just because I know how much I can give. Yeah. Without depleting myself, because I still have a job to do at the end of the day. I have to do those shows.
Yeah. It is a
So,
job. And that's really hard too, I imagine, I've experienced it on my own level, but just you go to the stage door and the job doesn't really just end when the curtain closes. We even saw with Audra McDonald, someone followed her kind of all the way home, which isn't really okay. So
no, and it happened with Casey too.
Oh, really?
And
You're
Almost
such a sweet
Famous.
gem.
Yeah. Or in Almost Famous or in Back to the Future. I'm not sure which one, but it happens.
Yeah. And it's kind of trying to uphold those boundaries, but also still, it's like recovering people pleasers. It's like you still want to please, but only if it comes from a place where you feel like you're, I don't know if please is the right word.
You need to
but
be safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, setting boundaries, exactly like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay to say no.
Yeah, no is a complete sentence. So
Yes.
I think Jane Fonda says that. And my grandma says it all the time. I quote my nanny probably way too much on here, but I love my nanny.
that.
My nanny's the best. Well, I guess who's kind of been your role model in this industry? Has there been somebody that has kind of taken you under their wing?
There's so many people whom I look up to. Audra is one of them.
Yeah.
Laura Benanti.
Oh, such a gem. She was on here a couple seasons ago, maybe, but I love her.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie Butler, who I'm doing the show with.
Yeah.
Like, there's too many. There's too many to name. There are amazing people like in my life, like teachers that I've had at Michigan, Michael McElroy, who I worked with. Like, there's just some really kind-hearted people.
Oh, I love that so much. Well, as you are yourself, and I know you got to say no sometimes, so I appreciate you saying yes to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Lorna. I would just love if we could kind of end the time together. I wouldn't love to end it, but if we could, by you sharing a tangible kindness tip. So what's something you would like for everybody out there listening to do on their own corner to try and just make the world a little brighter?
Ooh, okay. Well, maybe this isn't a tip, but maybe it's a challenge.
Oh, I like a challenge.
I remember, so my best friend Ray, when we were in high school, Ray is a writer and would write a piece of poetry for a random person and give it to them on the subway.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Isn't that so nice?
that's incredible.
Yeah. And it like brightened up their day. You never know what someone's like going through or yeah.
Yeah, or like just writing a little kind
Yeah,
message.
or like a kind message, like sort of what you find in like a fortune cookie or something like that,
Yeah.
anything like that, and like
Yeah.
giving it to someone, or telling that to someone. Yeah.
There was a bathroom in New York City somewhere at this Chinese restaurant where you would go in and the mirror had kind messages. And it would be like, you look so good. Or it would like scroll through and say other ones.
Wow.
I wish every mirror was like that.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, maybe we can brand that. We'll talk about that. But everybody, thank you for tuning in. And Lorna, thank you just for being you and being someone we can all look up to and cheer on. in this industry.
Thank you so much for having me. I loved speaking with you. It was so fun.
Until next time, remember, everything is going to be A-OK.